Hello and welcome back to OSS tutorials at Shardeum. Today I want to show you how to send pull requests on GitHub, right? So let me get started. I'm going to go away from Discord and let me quickly show you. We have this new documentation that we're building for Shardeum. We actually started today. So as you can see, I made this commit 15 minutes ago, and then I remembered I had to shoot this video. So now I want to contribute more to this documentation to show you how to send a pull request, right? So let's get back to VS Code. This is where the project is currently, where I'm currently working on the project. I use VS Code. And this is the README file. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make changes to the README file so that I can send a pull request back to my teammates and they can review that and decide to merge it or not, right? So when you're working on a project like this, the first thing you want to do is to change into a different branch. This is currently the dev branch where myself and all my teammates were working on, so I don't want to push changes to that branch that could break anything. So what I would do is I would do git, let me zoom in a bit. All right, so now I can do git checkout -b, and I'm going to create a new branch. Let's call this readme branch, right? So if you look under here, you see that it has switched me over to this new branch that I've created, and this new branch has all the changes in my current working directory, right? So what I want to do now is I can go ahead and start making the changes that I want to make. For instance, I want to rewrite the readme file, right? I don't like that it's saying Shardeum new docs, all of these things. I want it to look a bit more professional because it's Shardeum's documentation. So I'm going to quickly grab an image file from our current Shardeum documentation. That's what I'm going to use. 1 second. Great. So this is it. I'm going to grab this image file, and that's what I'm going to put at the top of the README file, right there. And then instead of Shardeum new docs, let's just do Shardeum documentation, right? And this is a Next.js application. This is how to run the development server. Yeah, this is all good, but I don't think anybody needs that. Probably what they need is a little bit about what Shardeum is, right? So let me quickly grab a Shardeum description so I don't have to, type it out of my head. I'm going to quickly grab this. Keep it here. So Shardeum is the EVM-based autoscaling blockchain. Welcome to the layer 1 blockchain where the community runs the nodes, and autoscaling means exponential growth. I like that. So that's a bit of a description. So now let's do another heading. This would be local development. So now we are giving instructions on how somebody can, work on this project locally. So what I want to do is maybe itemize it, clone this repository, The next item would be npm install the project dependencies. The next step would be to npm run dev to start the local dev server. Okay, then this would be like the last step. So you can then open HTTP 3000 with your browser to see the result. There's not going to be a learn more. However, there could be like a contributing.md guide. There could be a license.md file that we want to point them to, a couple of different things that you would normally find in other documentations. But I'm trying not to make this video so long. I see I'm already up to 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this here. This is a good sample, I believe, to show you how to send a PR, right? So I'm going to save these changes. and you see that it gets saved to my README branch, which is currently where I'm at. So what I want to do now is I can run git status, and I see that I've modified the readme.md file. So now I'm going to add that. I'll do git add readme.md, and that is added. So now I can commit my changes. Git commit -m. Let's do added a readme. Well, I didn't quite add the file, it already existed. So let's say I modified the readme.md file. Then I can push these changes up to GitHub. Great, so this is pushed. What I want to do now is actually you can send a PR just by clicking on this link right here. You see github.com Shardeum new docs.git. It's going to, oh, hang on, that's the wrong one. It's this one. Let me highlight it. Yes, so the URL of the repository that you've pushed to /pull/new/readme, it's going to basically take you there and create it for you. However, you can also come to the browser on this repository and you're going to see this compare and pull request button that shows up. It wasn't here before, right? Actually, let me click on that link. I feel like I need to do it so that I can show you. So I can click on this. Oh, it's opening on a different browser that is currently not on my screen. But basically, this is what you see. Let me copy the link on that browser and share it here. So this is what you see when you click on that link in the terminal. It brings you directly into this place where you can just click this button to create your PR. However, I'm going to follow the on-screen instructions because I think that one is easier. So you come back to the repository where you've just pushed your changes to. Click on this button, compare and pull request, and it will bring you back right here. So you can be more descriptive and give your PR a title, like I've modified the readme.md file. Here you can write a bit more descriptions and say, basically explain what you've changed. In my case, I added more Shardeum related content. That's it. So this kind of gives my teammates some kind of experience into what changes I've made, and then they can go look through it and see if they need to merge it or not. So the last thing you want to do when you've added the title and the description is to, you can preview to see what your message is going to look like. I think it looks pretty simple. And then click on create pull request. And it's going to create my pull request, which I think it has, right? So because I have merge access on this code base, I could merge the PR myself, but I'm not going to do that. So what I will do is I'm going to click request review from one of my teammates, Sandipan, who's going to review this PR and merge it. So in a nutshell, this is how to send PRs on GitHub. I hope this is helpful. If you have any more questions, ask us in the Discord channel and we'll be happy to help you. Bye.